In today's video I'm going to show you how to tie the Ronnie rig. First you'll need your hook length material. This video I'm going to use the coated braid, though you can use fluorocarbon. Next you'll need your choice of hook. I use a curved shank hook for the Ronnie rig. I find it works really well. A small bit of silicone tubing, your choice of tungsten putty, a small hook bead, your choice of attachment for attaching your hook bait to your hook. I use fine little bait screws, work really well. Small quick release swivel, and the method of attaching your rig to your lead arrangement. Okay, stage one of making a Ronnie rig is getting your hook onto the little swivel there. This can be really fiddly, and what you may need to do is open the crook of that little swivel there, open a bit. I've just done that already. So first part, get your bit of silicone tubing, and what you need to do is you need to cut it enough that it covers a bit of the hook, the eye of the hook, the crook of this little swivel, and a little bit of the barrel of the swivel there. Okay, so if you thread that on, now using the silicone tubing means you can actually replace the hook when it gets blunt or gets turned over by a fish, which means you can keep your hook link section and use it a few times. Now I have the opening of the crook on the back of the eye. It's just something I've always done. Okay, then what you can do is you can use a little pair of pliers and just close that down. Just be really gentle so you're not weakening the metal too much. So I'll close that down now. Okay, so what you need to do now is just slide your silicone down over the eye of the hook. Down over the crook of the swivel and then over the barrel. Not too far down so it stops it spinning, but just enough there. So as you can see now, okay, next part is attaching your choice of hook bait attachment. As I use little bait screws there. And it's literally a case of just threading it on over the point of the hook. Then you get your little hook bead. You push that over the point of the hook as well. Now when it comes to positioning, I think everyone has their own preference. I would generally go for in line with where the barb would be. I'm using a barbless hook here, so I've got to guess roughly where that is, but I'd say it's about there. So as you can see now, this rig turns and catches hold really well. That swivel there enables the hook to turn in the fish's mouth. Okay, next is actually tying your hook length material onto your Ronnie rig. As I said, I use a coated braid, but you can use fluorocarbon, and I generally find something about 7 to 8 inches works really well with this rig. So a simple case, taking your Ronnie rig and tying on your braid. Trim off that extra there, allow for a little bit of slippage. Okay. Next is how you're going to attach your hook length to your lead arrangement. Some people use an anti-tangle sleeve, some people I use just a little bit of silicone just to stop it slipping off. Everyone has their own way of doing it. So if you're using your little quick release swivel here, simple case of hooking it over and just sliding up your silicone to stop it coming off. As you can see, I've actually steamed that hook length now, so that's actually gone stiff now. So the next part is just putting on your tungsten putty. I find some people put it on the shank of the hook. I prefer over the knot there on the end of the hook length. So obviously you need to check in the margins how much tungsten putty you need on there to counteract your pop up. So I find the putty generally just grips onto that knot quite well anyway. Okay, I'll put a bit more on there than I would normally, but for the purpose of the video you can see how that goes on. So next bit is mounting your hook bait. Simple case, you're just using your little bait screw there. If you're using your floss and your micro swivel, it's exactly the same of mounting it on there. So as you can see, as the lead hits the bottom, your stiffened hook length pushes the hook bait out away from the lead. It will come to rest like that. Now with the little swivel there on the Ronnie rig itself, you can see that hook will spin and turn whichever way the fish comes in to take the bait. So that's how you tie the Ronnie rig.